On to the last race of the day on Thursday then, and it is the Muir. I mean, it's a very apt favourite in my view. It's all guesswork at 10 to 1. Measure of My Dreams 11 to 1. Impulsive Star 14 to 1. The Name Escapes Me 14 to 1. Now McGinty 16 to 1. Sky Pirate 16 to 1. Very happy to be able to leave it to you guys to make sense of this one. So anyone here? Anyone got a view?
Yeah, I've had a couple of bets in this race. I've backed Measure of My Dreams.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know.
Did you get 33s or 25s?
I didn't. I only got 20. I'm afraid I didn't get the big prices.
Everybody,
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I marked it off the day when it ran at Fairyhouse the other day. Ran behind a horse called Snugsbury Benny, who I think is a really good improving type.
Liam
Cusack. He'll win a good pot one day, maybe a Galway Chase or something like that. He can operate. But this Measure of My Dreams has given a really nice introduction back to his first one off the back of a 667-day layoff. And Jack Kennedy really did look after him that day, and he ran on and he got beat 6 lengths. I didn't realise he was Muir bound. It didn't even come on my radar, but somebody told me that it had been laid out for the race and I needed to back it.
Well, he's owned by Gordon's mates.
Yeah.
So Jamie Codd's probably 101 to ride him, I'd say.
He's been booked a while.
Has he?
Yeah, and that's probably why it collapsed as well. I think he's also one of those rarities as well, an Irish horse that's running off his Irish mark.
Yes, that's
of
right.
137.
Yeah. The one thing
That's the only one I could find actually.
The one thing I would say with Measure of My Dreams, going back and look at his career record, he's not the best of jumpers. He used to give me heart attacks watching him. I mean, he has run well in some good races. He was third to Manila Rocco in the 4 mile. But I mean, sometimes he looks as though he's gone into a fence blindfolded. So it's a good job they've got a good pilot on him, and I think he probably needs to check his life insurance policy before he goes
He's
out.
one of those ones that looked too good to be true, wasn't he? He was 33s, 25s, and then there was the vibes were suggesting that Jamie was going to be booked. And then he came down to about 12s and 10s, and then they announced that Jamie's riding him. So well executed so far, anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. The other thing to point out as well, and I don't know the inside track, and there's a good chance that Derek O'Connor will be maybe booked for one of the big Irish shows. But Kilfillan Cross is the other one. I mean, the biggest indicator that OK Corral was going to run in the 4 mile was the fact that Derek O'Connor was brought over on a Saturday when there was an Irish meeting to ride OK Corral in that 3 mile chase, and then they're nominated afterwards. He's running the national chase with Derek O'Connor on board. Ludlow on a Wednesday, Kilfillan Cross gets booked by Derek O'Connor, lands a gamble, clocked a fantastic time. Funny enough, the horse that runs 5th in that race today is the first horse to run out of it. Also, I've napped one of Christian Williams' horse. Drops down 2 grades. I mean,
this is going to go after that run, so we'll have to cut it out.
Long way from Wales to faking him.
If that doesn't win, then we're in trouble. But this Kilfillan Cross, despite jumping out to the left and being hassled for the lead all the way through it by Ulan Boot, still managed to run some incredible numbers.
Yeah.
It battered the 2 mile handicap chase on the card, the 2.5 mile race won by Azerti. I mean, they were operating at a very good level, and he also ran well at the time before in a race which has worked out well at Utoxeter. I think he was 4th in a hot race there. Now McGinty was in it. He looks like getting in. He's 31 on the card, and Henry Oliver's had a really good season as well. He's
fairly sure Derek won his point-to-point in him as well.
Right.
Rode him when he won his point.
So unless there's an Irish trainer that's got locked into Derek O'Connor and he can't get out of that contract, if he rides Kilfillan Cross, that 25 to 1, which is available at the moment,
20 to 1 best price,
will last about as long as a Sunday roast in a piranha tank.
Ulan Boot was disappointing next time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he bounced off the back of that run. I think he put so much effort into that race trying to keep up with Kilfillan Cross that he went back to Ludlow and was just literally punch drunk.
Yeah. So Kilfillan Cross 20 to 1, and Measure of My Dreams 11 to 1 best price with Red Zone Sports. So if you've got a Red Zone account, that could be the one to open it.
He definitely didn't want to go right-handed that day as well. He'd be better off going left-handed.
Joe, let's talk about Live Love Laugh, who you suggested is likely to turn up here.
Yeah. He ran really well at Leopardstown in a handicap chase, as I said earlier. I think it'll work out, and I think we're probably a bit lucky in terms of the UK handicapper that we had the national entry, because we got 144 at Aintree and we're in off 144. We're now rated 140 in Ireland. That handicap chase already beginning to work out. Willie is adamant he has to go out and trip. He's certainly bred to. He might prefer a bit of decent ground, but I know Patrick is bursting to ride him in the Kim Muir. I don't think we're going to stop him if that's where he wants to go. And he worked extremely well on Saturday morning, so he's in good form. So yeah, he just seems to be a horse that's coming of age and coming right at the right time, and he's bred to be a staying chaser. And I think this is a race that kind of cuts up an awful lot in terms of jockeys as well. So we'll see, but if I think we're probably leaning towards running him here, and if we did, and the ground wasn't bottomless, which I don't think it will be on the Thursday, I'd be fairly sweet on his chances, to be honest with you. One I'd give a shout to is one that Patrick fell off at November of John Joe Neal's on Sky Pirate. Don't think he's going to get in. I think he's in the 50s or the 60s, I think, at the moment. I can't remember exactly. But he seems a horse just to keep an eye on in general for a staying handicap chase in the near future.
So Sky Pirate 16 to 1 at the moment. And
Patrick did mention him as well. I did a panel with him last week, and he said he was
travelling that day.
He said he was travelling very strong on that Sky Pirate when he went.
And Live, Love, Laugh currently 20 to 1 with Betfair Sportsbook best price. Tony, what are you making of this one, of the Kim Muir, just before we wrap up?
Nothing really. Measuring My Dreams would have been it's so obvious, but the price has pretty much gone now. It might well be one that I will consider on the day, but when you get the extra places, but I'm sulking for not getting the bigger price.
Currently four places across the market, except for Hills and Paddy's, who are a fifth. The top five